What's up my people, my name is Spicy and today I have 4 stories coming out of the subreddit idontworkherelady. We are close to 2500 subscribers and to thank you for this amazing journey, I am giving away 4 Amazon gift cards once we reach the 2500 subscribers mark. I have not yet decided if it will be $25 gift cards or $50 gift cards, but to participate in the giveaway, you need to subscribe to the channel and like this video. And drop the fire in the comments, leave your fire emojis, come on. Congratulations Colleen for the comment of the day. Hamburger time is precious. Setting: I worked at a bank as a commercial teller. This means that business owners had their own place to line up when they needed to do transactions. This also meant that they could not go to a regular teller because they did not have the many requirements to process commercial transactions. Commercial transactions are typically large sums deposits in cash, or check form, or placing a change order. A regular teller will only have access to basic change, nothing compared to the volume I carried in my safe. Now for the client. This guy, my goodness, this guy was something. He would come in every damn day and always ask for the same thing. Well, it was not so much of an ask as it was barking orders. He would march up to my counter, slam his bag down in front of me and, without looking at me, just start saying numbers. 21s, 35s, 30-25s. This means rolls of quarters. It took me almost 2 months to understand his logic. Eventually, I caught on to what he was ordering without needing him to repeat. The arousal. Being one of the 2 commercial tellers for a big bank in the heart of our downtown district, I was busy. I was also very efficient. I got to a point where I was able to predict what each client will need and on which day. My boss was very happy with me and always trusted my judgment. Our bank was located next to a restaurant, a brand new restaurant, a brand new burger restaurant. My colleagues and I kept talking about how we needed to go there because of all the hype. I had recently been on a diet, so the mere prospect of biting down into something meat and cheesy would put me on the cusp of a perpetual orgasm. So today is the day. I will finally get one of those delicious burgers that everyone keeps talking about. I am so excited. It is a cheat day and my body has never been more ready. I also had skipped breakfast that day because I was late. Not smart, but such is life. So I walk into the restaurant and the smell alone. You ever been so hungry that smelling food gives you a boner? Yup. So I sit down at a table and start looking at the options. I am alone. I am wearing my work clothes, but I took off my name tag. I am just a guy in a nice shirt reading a menu at a restaurant. I ordered the most outrageous beef monster with everything, and it arrives. God, I am salivating just thinking about it again. I take one bite, and then I hear it. Me is me and BC for the bank client. Me in a trance, I look up. Hi? The bank client actually puts his bag on my table in front of my food. When you're done, 2010s, 35s, etc. You can be serious. Dude, I am eating and also we're not even at the bank. I can obviously see that. I am not stupid. That's why I said, when you're done, do this. I don't have time to wait in line. I'll pick it up later. Sir, I work at the bank, not here. This is not a proxy. This is my lunch, my time, for me. Take your things off my table, please. So what, you want to help me? This is incredibly lazy of you. I am on lunch in another building. What makes you think that the bank extends to this restaurant? This is a restaurant. I don't have time to just stand and wait. You people are so incredibly slow and lazy all the time. Take my stuff and do it when you're finished eating and I'll pick it up later. No, excuse me? I am an important client and you will do as I say. Not here, you're not. Here, you're just a regular guy just like me. I am not an employee here and I am a customer trying to eat my burger. Now, get out of my way. I really said it like that. My mom was always on my case about my swearing. My sister is worse though. I cannot believe this treatment I'm receiving. I will be speaking with your manager about this. Now the conversation obviously got loud and this prompted a manager to show up. Because they were a new restaurant, I gathered they did not want any drama. Sir, is everything okay here? No, everything is not okay. This man is harassing me while I am trying to enjoy my lunch. He is an employee and I ask him to do something and he won't. Sir, this man is not an employee here. He's a customer and he's obviously not interested in whatever you're selling, so please. I know he is not an employee here. I'm not stupid. He works at the bank. I need him to do my banking. This is not a bank. I'm gonna ask you to leave right now because we do not tolerate yelling and harassment in our establishment. The bank client collects his things and looks me dead in the eye and says to me, when you finally get back to work and stop being lazy, I will be waiting with your boss. I will see to it you are fired. Me, I take my bite number 2. I took my full hour and I ate my delicious burger. The manager offered me a discount for my troubles, but I refused. I felt like I brought it on myself. My own personal demon followed me here and caused a ruckus. It was not the restaurant's fault. I get back to work and true to his word, the bank client is there in my boss's office. I do not go in. I go back to my counter and start serving people. I hear muffled yelling and the bank client storms out and does not look at me. Boss lady wants to see me. She asked me if the bank client came to me on my lunch to do official commercial banking. I said yes and I have witnesses. She says that she knows. The owner of the restaurant called her. I had no idea, but this restaurant was also our client, brand new. And so she made the decision that the bank client was no longer authorized to conduct business with us. He was on a very fine line in terms of legal conduct. You see, when you try and conduct banking outside of a banking establishment and outside of banking hours, I was on break so I was not clocked in. Then it can be misconstrued as, well, you are doing some shady stuff that you are no record of. She wanted no part in that and pretty much told him to go elsewhere or reclose his accounts. All of them. And she is really ruthless. I believe her. Now the bank client has to travel 10 city blocks to do his banking when he used to be able to walk 25 feet. I still saw him after that. Never spoke to him again though. Also, when I go out for lunch, I try and sit in the shadows as much as possible. No. What were you doing? It was his burger moment. He was on a diet and had a cheat day. And you come in with your big bag and ruin his moment? You should be banned from the city. That's illegal, okay? At least he still got to enjoy his burger. I bet it was delicious, but not more delicious than the stories I cover on the channel, so make sure you subscribe to get more of these awesome videos. But did you ever have a moment where a regular customer tries to make you work outside of work? Or maybe were you ever tempted to talk to an employee outside of his workplace because you know him? It did happen to me, but I did not make them work. They're not at work, so it's just really obnoxious to do that, I believe.
Where are your Trojans?
I was at my local Morrison's, a supermarket for you non-UK residents, doing my weekly shop. I just came back from an induction day at a new job I started, so I had a sticker on my shirt saying, "Hi, I am this person." Now some random girl, we will call her SRB, must have thought this automatically confirmed I worked at the store we were in, despite me having a trolley, and decided to complain about the lack of variety of condoms. I know, brave girl. So the conversation went something like this. Where are the Trojans? Sorry? I don't want to use Durex. Where are your Trojans? That's when it hit me. She thought I worked here. Sorry, I don't work here. And I point at my trolley. You're not fooling anyone, using mine and other taxpayers' money to shop during your working hours. I don't think that it... Where's your manager? I felt at the point of no return now. I'd had a pretty crappy day and was not in the mood for this lady BS. So I thought it'd be fun to just mess with her. Unfortunately, my manager is off today due to sickness. I am standing in for her today. In terms of the assortment of condoms, this is a supermarket, not a sex shop. If you want more variety, I suggest you find your nearest one. Have a good day. Needless to say, she did not like that one bit. I don't like your tone. I will be coming back tomorrow to speak to your manager about this. What's your name? We have our name badges for a reason, and I point at the sticker and smiled, turned around and continued to shop. Now I highly doubt this girl came back. Who has the time? But just picturing her explaining the story to the real manager, who was more than likely in store that day, made my crappy day a whole lot better. I can't help you. A bit of backstory. I work for a private ambulance company who every year gets contracted to provide emergency medical services for a fairly popular music festival every year. Now, my uniform for this festival is a blue t-shirt with a Star of Life insignia and EMS in bold letters across. and I keep my badge on my waist. So this day on the festival, I am paired with another EMT on a foot patrol team. Foot patrol teams will not have the same equipment as guards or medical tents since we are meant to get into large crowds more easily. I will not get into the details of this particular call because FAYAAAA, but we get called to some bathroom for a person down. After our assessment, we called for assistance and a card because the situation requires it. So I step outside the bathroom to radio and guide the card to our location while my partner monitors the patient. Note, it is also very busy in this area. At this point of that night, I am tired, irritated, and my feet hurt. I am outside giving directions over the radio when this lady, about early 30s, comes up and calls for my attention. We will call her L. I assume it is for an emergency, so I ask what is wrong and she starts asking for direction and such around the venue. I immediately get annoyed. I can't help you right now. Well, you don't look busy. I point directly at the info desk right across from us. Now, I am still giving directions over the radio while all this is going on, and she continues to go on and gives me a death stare. I start to just ignore her. I attempt to go back in and check on my partner when she grabs my arm. You're not going anywhere until you help me. At this point, I snap and yank my arm back. You don't need to grab me. I'm doing my job right now. You need to find help elsewhere. The look of shock on her face was priceless. Right on cue, the bathroom monitor, yes, the bathroom monitor, comes in and takes over while I go back in. I just brushed off the situation afterward. Not long after that, the cart arrived and she finally had the realization of what I was doing and what was going on. I never got an apology though. If you are curious, the patient is okay. Hell yeah, I was curious. You saying someone is down and then you don't give us an update? Of course I wanted an update. But thank you, I appreciate it. I don't work here, but I used to. A few days ago, I was shopping with my grandma because she offered to buy me some new clothes, and who doesn't want new clothes? So we went to a pretty popular clothing store that I used to work at, and where a few of the employees still know me. There's no uniform at this place, except on the weekends. The employees have to wear red and denim. Otherwise, they were business casual. At least there was not a specific dress code when I worked there, so it may have changed. I was wearing a pair of jeans and a plain t-shirt with a flannel tied around my waist, and it was a Thursday. My grandma asked me if I remembered where a certain brand of clothing was, so I pointed her in the direction that I remember it being in, and we parted ways to find the things we needed. I was looking through some t-shirts on a table, and anytime I would open one to look at it, I folded it and put it back neatly. Apparently, I can't do that if I don't work at the store because here comes a lady very huffy and puffy. Why is there no one at the register? Aren't you supposed to be in charge of the register and the floor? No ma'am, I don't actually work here. Then why were you folding those shirts and helping out another woman? That woman was my grandma and I was putting the shirts back after I looked at them. I don't work. Stop lying to me. Where is your manager? I have no idea who the manager on shift is right now, but I can guarantee that they don't recognize me. A deaf employee comes by to put away clothes. She recognized me and signs a short greeting. The lady, noticing the deaf woman signing to me, "You do work here. Ma'am, are you the manager?" She does not answer because she does not see her. "Ma'am, y'all employees are rude." She is deaf and she's not the manager. She can't hear you to even be able to ignore you. I'ma go to this other register and report the both of y'all. Luckily, I did not see her after that. I hate confrontation, so that sucked, and I really hurried my shopping up so I could leave without seeing her again. Before I let you go away from the heat you just received, I want to thank you for watching this video, and thank you for liking the video, for commenting, for subscribing, and even for those who shares the videos. This really helped me a lot and I appreciate what you do for me. All of our efforts will ultimately allow me to make better videos for you. I have a ton of ideas, but without support, I can't get to this point. So I wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope you're doing your best to reach your dreams, live a fulfilled life, have fun, and love the people around you.